Oh. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, my helmet's been on this entire time, huh? I like watching the shadow bring thing.
Have come and gone since that day. How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called. The warrior of light.
Boom, boom, boom. I like how stupidly cheesy that is, by the way. Ugh. Now you have the opportunity to experience Almar. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I will start with the clan pins, go from there. Correct. Oh, hello there, fresh register. You seem a little lost. Well, it is lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to run into my attendant, you're wondering, could you? A big strong lad, long hair, tied back? Because it's got me on a shopping errand when I realised I dropped my handkerchief and now I've been waiting here all off. I'll tell you fun of being late. If you see him, I'd be obliged to pass on the message. Get the city handkerchief and try to my side at once. Down. Buddy, stop hanging out. Wicked white, that was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I could have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over your head, but I luckily caught something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You risked your life for a scrap of cloth? Just not about a scarf. It not belongs to her. I wouldn't risk my life and spare my mistress by a moment of sadness. When I first came to Onmore, I thought of only improving my lot in life. But there's so much more to this city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has ever been so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Kalausa where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gone a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. Ah! Han! My attendant told me everything. I'm so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You seem a dedicated patron. Oh, my attitude is not unusual, I assure you. Oh, my attitude is not unusual, I assure you. But the efforts of our bond of residents, we free citizens will not enjoy the pleasures of our daily lives. They are deserving of our unending gratitude. It may happen in another society our different standing will breed prejudice or resentment, but in Olmore, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such pleasantness. Part of the measure requires the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live the life of pampered luxury. I just watched Reverend Crime on me. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents of whom to enjoy a tranquil existence. Never excuse us, I must see what markets have to offer as a reward for return of my handkerchief. Oh, I've not forgotten you, of course. I'm a courageous messenger turned rescuer. All this talk of relying on the bonded, I haven't given a thought to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. The tour of the city is, then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady with the name of Tista Bai usually has a seat near the entrance. She'll gladly speak to you on a number of topics. So assuming you find yourself on her good side. Welcome to Play at the Beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day. I can tell you at a glance when a few folk are happy to a new color. I can do a total glance when food. Yeah, would only play some cards to get you set in mind. Quick guy or high low. You make this a big hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single thing with meeting. More cards. All right. I'm just gonna call low every time. I'm discovering that Yoshi P does not know what high or low means. How does high or low make sense? Where I get 1 card and you get 2. Right, I'm calling high only because your last card. Oh, we're gonna. I think no place to go. Oh my god, living on the let's tell Ultrasta what she can do for you. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then it is all. Then out of what you shall have. My estimation, the most wonderful thing about the town, how safe we are from the sin eaters. They say Lord Vorifree was born with the power to command them, which means no Alamorian ever need to raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Otteron there. There's not that Marius not takes more than the sound of his own voice. What's that? New to Alamor, are you? Only just arrived and you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I'll tell you what, you hop on the stage and give us dancers, and then we can have a little talk. Now, I know they want slash dance. However, slash Mandeville dance. They may not like it, but this is peak dance performance. Fast away, dance like there's no tomorrow. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamp right on the stage anytime you like. So what was you want to ask me? Oh yeah, something about our first city. Well, I can tell you that it wasn't always a peaceful today. The Almoran army may be a very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses against the war against Sin Eaters. Things changed for us around 20 years ago when the overruler's son came into power. He's got to think this way with the Eaters, you see, turns them as docile as house cats. I won't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Omor, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who invite fighting their losing battle. Pah! A toast to Lord Valfrey. You gain a preliminary sense of the city. The Chase and Alphanoid will be expecting your return. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city? So soon? You needn't have hurried. Young Alphanoid has yet to put brush to canvas. One cannot ask good art, I am told. Oh, good artist, apparently. Ah, finally. No! Why is this sexy little poncho? Good idea. They ruined it. Where's my poncho? I put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy, however am I to decide? I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It is about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not. That is to say, as long as you... just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We'll know who will be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? Woo! I think. Lady Chiao has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress while painting. But this is a session of hers works in our favour. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the lay below us and sniff out about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat. I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm no use to him, then... I need you to sneak out to derelicts and describe my conditions of forage. It isn't my sickness and hunger me on to pay for its medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Up we go. Done. Whee! Oh my god. Oh. Hee, you need medicines, tonics, potions? A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even the voice may never heal completely. Hee, poor singing little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder, or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face? You didn't know? Of many hopefuls who enter the city, few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Now, we might see one or two fortunate falls hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rattle, no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. The consolation is over. You have my verdict and I have my meow. Good day. Alright, back up. If anyone's come, well in the water for more than a month, then say that was my fault. Yes, was. Oh, I've gone too far. Three threats. So that's it. What if I am to do? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is not on the still not on the mend. Oh, you don't have mercy. I don't know what can, but not even the other prophet said. So you've been suffering all this time? I'm sorry, my pet. I didn't realize your affliction was this grave. But you need no fret. I'll not reward your hours of drilling by casting you out into the street. You are too kind, sir. Or if what you say I am if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Valentine and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise which resides neither pain nor illness will your song ride out gonna may have you think it a step too far. No, you would do that for me? Of course. Why did I almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me? I have a sneaky suspicion I'm about to fist fight a lord of a town that has a full-on military. Decided. Oh, get out of here, bot. You must be the new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the sin eaters existed as hard as sinful, but they all do serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them onto celestial paradise. It is through Lord Valfrey that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Valfrey's grace that the free people of Ulmor are destined to embrace salvation. Oh. He's turning people into sin eaters to hasten conquering the world. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded might find a place within the host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Varafau is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown, my precious canary. All right, he keeps saying that he can't paint. I keep forgetting that. "'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened." I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the shades appear otherwise occupied. Will you share with what your investigation has been thus far? The Lord Ralphie boasts some manner of influence over the senators, does he? Explains the reverence he is held with by the citizenry. And as for this ascension business, I can't help but be put in mind that his apocrypha in his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where did they go? Sorry. Oh. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? He reacts like a cat does. What in the blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphanoid. Where's your artistic interpretation? It should invoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the view of its boundless beauty. Lord Chai is realistic. I don't want realism. I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees. Make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a black canvas and... Arg! Arg! I say, did that come from above? Open the third gate! Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please! A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But the Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yet, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. How did I just get 4 viewers? A malcontent? How dreadful! And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. If you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mention is part of the emergent, the level above us, where Lord Farrelfield resides. Oh. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there. Caleb's at work. Everyone, Caleb's at work. We better not dawdle then. I said to my fault. If I did have her. Joining the crowd up there. Oh, is this voiced or is it not voiced? Is it voiced or is it not voiced? Because I'm willing to put on my hammiest fucking voice for this guy. Yep, I had a feeling.
That's him. That's Vorthri.
Why is it...
He is attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking?
Mercy! Mercy!
By the 12. Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Dvorthri, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us claiming to be a man of business, yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that! What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmor's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
It is true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmor?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear. I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
People call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmor. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
There is no picture painting here, bitch boy.
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk?
I think so.
Me and this guy have locked eyes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Me and this guy have locked eyes. Nothing good happens when me and I hit someone lock eyes.
Did that little worm just insult me? I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
What? Who's this mysterious stranger? Forgive me, in my anger I seem to have marched us back outside again, but it's probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome on Mora. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's so self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Zinnido will find few allies in Colossia. I will accompany you back to Crystarium. We need to regroup and think of a strategy anew. Kasia, I've done you a great service. You are hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to be paid. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made offensive things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me, and now Lord Valkyrie wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learning how to stand on my own 2 feet. You're dead. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Umarians may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry, and you take care too. Give me the chance to pay what you've done for me. Alphanoid! Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphanoid. No, I've had many beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I'll speak with Lord Valkyrie and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I'll not presume to take the garments you will seek to come from me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep your clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so you can pass through the gate of causing stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage of witness must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the confrontation which hides behind the glittering facade. Facade. You know, babe. You know. Oh my god, this is isekai. I got isekai'd. I've just realized that. I've just been isekai'd. Oh, stop being on that. Whee! GG. Bam, 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 bam. Come on. Thank you, my friend, for staying by my side all through this sort of endeavor. While not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Ralph in his first place. Come, we must speak with the X-Charge and chart a new course. This is far from over. Oh my god. Did you have oh, come on. Just let me in. Dear Evelina. Ah, it's good to be back among friends, not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen a lot the first for yourself now, more than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we faced. Let us lay our discoveries before the excitement to discuss what must be done. Down, down.
And so you return.
So
Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist. Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
I have a feeling Yulmor might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Yulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens would be enough?
Your uncertainty is understandable given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then. In the ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed. At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
Pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Boy. The Light Wardens, okay. Coming in the desert, coming by, yeah. Oh. Come on. Prove it nice, pretty forest. And then all set. If we follow this road north, we'll arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wham. Almost the Switch is past these gates and through the woods. Which is not exactly a named neighbor to the Crystarium, but we occupy the same region. We built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is best swept swarm unlike we've seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villages, but many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have a good reason to believe that a light warden leads the attack. How convenient. Seems we'll have a chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if you defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside of them than all their underlings put together. It can be struck down, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. While Ava will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Oh well. Concentrate on survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As my captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger on escort of our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. But our warden slaying party shall include myself, the Lady of Vils, Captain Nina, and last but not least... a formidable group indeed. Into the Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We're straight to kill. Wait, what? Go back! Oh no, bear, no! I'm really enjoying the concept of Sin Eaters. Also because of like the name, like Forgiven Conceit. Wait. Bear. Egg. I think the answer, I think it's a cocoon, actually. But also, god damn, those are some big bear. Goddamn yotes. Dunsted. Yeah, done with. Oh my god, this is already a cat jam.
Leave the healing to me.
For the Crystarium!
What? Back King. Tank bust for me. Everyone all right? We're fine. Let's keep moving. Someone help! Back! The virus must bite him tight to flee. Our names across your... Rambirds. Dodge rams. Steal your hearts. Maybe others would say, would you want to eat us to us? Come on.
Leave the healing to me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is where you went. Hi, Tesleen. So Khaleesi, you've gone pale. I'm fine. We should keep moving. Ooh. We're too slow to save them. Come on, come on. Wait.
You underestimate me!
Jeez Louise. Right, let's see what cool bird animal thing we're facing. Yeah, this is a Final Fantasy X boss. Whee! Come on.
You underestimate me.
Leave the healing to me. Leave the healing to me.
You underestimate me. There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Thaliak, protect me!
Oh. Alright, let's see what happens now. I'm kind of curious.
It's releasing its ether! Fall back! We cannot let it touch us! Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw!
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place, born of the self-same ether relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption. The blessing of light, and the hero who wields it now stands before you.
I have a feeling.
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
It can't be.
What's happening?
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
There was a lot of talk. I guess it far back as Realm Reborn about us being more than just the light.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true. My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other Wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the Wardens and restore darkness to the first.
I'll become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
However, I have
I
questions.
understand there is much at stake here, Exarch, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
How quickly you've justified my faith in you. So many lights stayed in the sky, how itself has you. Now, as for how we proceed from here, the villagers have been evacuated earlier, have arrived safely in the Crystarium. During accepting the situation for a moment, both foes are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Look, I must ask a favour of you. Will you be so kind to conceal your involvement in this endeavour for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland's a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth with the legendary Wolf of Darkness, I fear that no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance will throw the city into disarray. I thought myself would agree with the Exarch, but my own concerns are more focused on Elmore. Maybe best you maintain a low profile until we see how Forestry responds to all of this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you shortly have brought into being. And I must be asked the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share the people our tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin Eaters. The unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown, yes? As you wish, my lord. Your purchase for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folks not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of this one day, about all of you. Yeah, you, especially. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make my address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And I think you will not even need to shut the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind to coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass a message on your way to Dependence? Please let Blackie know that we're bringing in a number of injured and that any respiratories in the markets may need to be reserved for the infirmary. We should start making our own way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. Wouldn't do to ride too soon after the Hedgehog. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check in on the whole monster. We already went through the village top to bottom at least. See, we should take all the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters. I can't just let it rest now. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Luca. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. I shall hunt you later when I feel myself. Just you and me then, shall we? Well, Crystarium seems to be relatively ordered, don't you? When you say the exile speech must be reassuring to hear. You bring the ads. His birthday. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Elise both. I have a sneaky suspicion I'm about to have a lot of troubled dreams. I see. Well, catching linear can be such a us. And if you can't miss the call, does that mean you were Vervant, Battle Hostminster? Make a settlement. Go another thing to introduce you to some interesting opportunities. So yeah, more beer for table 2 and a couple of pints of mead for table 3 while you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off to our feet today, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, that Praggy has a twisted sense of humour. I don't think he sent you to me at a time like this. The first real night in near 100 years have folk were all riled up and some. What's more, that they eat a business at Holden Streets. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the warrior of darkness who did the deed. Must really apologise for Gennady. He's almost been around his customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters and ruins the warrior's appearance as a spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye. They swarm like angry bees that are around the queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that, but attacks on that scale don't happen very often, bless Shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, either will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into the road if you're lucky to foul. They're dangerous to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads. And our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems like a few of them were inspired by the wardens. The fights showed up nowhere about 3 summons ago, and when the historian said their appearance with the villains who caused the flood. Oh. And that doesn't sound like Children inspired. They're all reported to be as tough as light wardens. Not the kind of prey you can take down single-handedly. Our virtue hunters have all been given up, but knowing the warrior darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the other side force, his grandson, he's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as taste this as he is. The still lad is Lurik. Don't be fooled by his dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He's just lost a partner and he's begun to look out for a new one. That's Tarek. Why does he seek an expert in magecraft to help him fight the virtues after? God, okay, I guess I have to be all these other cards. Plus we have claws. Need my fair share. That's quite neat. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest and storyline is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. I see. So this is the thing that replaced class quests. Because, spoiler alert, a lot of the class quests weren't good. Spoiler alert, the Paladin one was especially bad, which is why it finished it going back to Gladiator. I'll get it started at least. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I remembered if I had seen you first year fighting, have you? And wary besides. Rest assured, I've no secret designs, named grandson, and bounty hunter portrayed mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. So it must have been staying from the Warrior Darkness folks he's been talking about recently. Is that right? Me? No, not really. Easy. Easy, because I couldn't care less who you are, what you've done. I don't think I'm looking for it, so I want to show you. It's that side and over. Prize, you say? How dare you harm me with this gentleman? Oh my god! Thought I'd grab your attention. Daikosoni's the fiend I'm after, and one of the so-called cardinal virtues, as Wokes want to call them. Former warriors of light, the esteemed heroes who saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them, I was told. Don't know if you heard this all before. And like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recent as a sin eater. Better to torment we few who survive their mercy. Needless to say, I aim to put an end to all of that. Oh, see, this is where me not having leveled up any other class comes against me. You have the page, so what's the answer? You're interested in hunting Daikosani with me? Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, sinner. Nevertheless, I need you to humor me and prove you're the dab hand you think you are. For my sake as well as yours. I've heard reports of dab. I've heard reports of stray Easters to come with me and put my mind to ease. Oh. Nobody knows. I ran past him. There you are, very good. These will be sat in the rest of this landscape, so we'll need to head through that boogans. Good clean work. This is clearly not your first time. As you explore more difficult fluke boy. Besides, well, I could do a few lessons and just 1 minute. It shouldn't be much further. Do 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 do. We abandoned ourselves, powerless, unfortunate. So useless when the fix. Come to perilous. Yeah, bandit dog. I know today you're setting some myself to such a test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. So we are back to one of the minutes official, shall we? So, just to make sure you're keen on an agreement, Luca, will you join with me and hunt the Dreadfiend to turn and put an end to his accursed assistant? Listen, let's set out now. Every hunt begins with an investigation as an exception. There are constantly going to be difficult either to pin down. Before we commence ours, we'll be wild to pretend to our respective preparations. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. All embarked to set on our great hunt, Luca? Then let us be about it. Before you ask, I've no intention. Even for the better take it. Right, and Calusta. Well, I'm going to take this time to BRB because I actually need to go to the bathroom. So before we continue this lovely hunt, an ad break. What the fuck? to see, I believe it was great. 40 to the 7th. Who once said. Okay, good, we're all good. It started being an issue so much. But back in the day, and by day I mean like even 3 months ago, even like 2 weeks ago, Twitch would like break if you like tapped out of it on the phone. Why did the phone just take me to Astacross's channel? Welcome to Right. I reckon it might not seem much like to you, but to me, never mind. No mind, we'll see that conversation after. Tracking down Danish couldn't move madness now. Let's speed up and ask her the bastards. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'll wait you. What do you want from me? Justinian, the one that came and killed everyone? Of course, is he here? And why are you talking about him? I know she just stayed inside the tank, but Death out here now. Death and Horror and the Eaters and Gaga! I'm in your corn! Huh? Where did you come from? And what do you want from me? Huh? Where do you come from? And what do you want from me? Dekison, the what that price stand eater that's spitting everything gadget night, that Dekison? I can't help you. All I know is when he came Wicked White, if you had seen the carnage, you would... I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. Well... Well, learn anything worth sharing. I wish I could be I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us. There's no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? I was born and raised in Wright, lacking any real prospects, without leaving as a hunter. Might try my hand at something more exciting, and I've also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from this online trader, bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had a bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with questionable provenance, but it supposedly once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orpheus, he called it. Me and I had been talking about trying to kind of pull over a nut, buying land, buying a home, that sort of thing. Around here that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. When the trainer made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyard to pick up some extra tools and materials she needed from work. Quality stuff, but it paid for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, I guess I've been busy as, but I had at least a dozen newborn eaters running around trying. The grandmother lived next door, and she had the fruits of her orchard with us. The gruff woodsman who brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter, both of them reduced to mindless things just like that. There wasn't time to mourn, I think. I was starting to think of Melinda. And there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran for each other, and even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me, and the next she was. Psychoson knelt and took the Fang of Orpheus, then left, leading a host of sin eaters out of Wright. End it. Well, I could never say no to her, not once in the years we've been together. For all the times she'd welcome me home with a bowl of hot stew, all the times she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way, for all that and more, I killed her. After warfare, and then I'd have my vengeance. Daigosu would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left in my soul. Oh my god, you edgy motherfucker. I carved the scars into my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul. An enduring reminder of the vow that I will never stray from this path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Won't want my tragic child to put you off a hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? Stop calling me sinner. I'm a paladin. That's the spirit. Still, I have some unfinished business here. So if you can give me a moment before we resume, I would be most grateful. I need to be level 74 and I only just hit 73. Anyway, back this way. Bum, 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 bum. Wrong map, miss. Wonder if anyone can even...
So it's your lot's turn to be the Warriors of Darkness, is it? It's funny how things work out.
Shut the fuck up, Albert. Been watching, have you?
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armarang. And I was there when you slew the Light Warden. Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin? Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. It's when you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The lost comrades, the broken promises, the abandoned principles. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding. She's here. I must go to her.
Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility in the source, because we weren't gonna.
Intruders! Fan out and find them!
Out of my way!
Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy.
Estinian!
When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death? Your armor is most distinct.
Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places. Van Baelsar, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadowhunter.
Why? Why the fuck am I getting Estinian time?
You are in contact with the Scions, I take it.
Through no choice of my own. They tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause.
Fuck you.
I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldessian woman once she is
If they have resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion?
Away on other business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon.
If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
What exactly does this Black Rose do?
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart. Released over a city, Black Rose could conceivably kill every inhabitant, and all without damaging a single structure. Search every corner! Rouse the barracks if you have to! I want this facility secured!
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us.
Ha! From what I hear, you need all the help you can get.
In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians.
I am aware of what his Radiance said at the parley. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
I should be there, goddammit! I beg your pardon, Miss, but Charles says her side. If so, I'd strongly advise you not stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it that almost... I mean, they don't work... All right, before I continue this cutscene. Sorry, I had to take this washer and give my hot take views on a local gaming news story. Valve's new game is in like public play, or not in private play testing, and you can get invited to it, etc., etc. And The Verge like made an article about it because they got in, and then they went, "Oh no, sorry, nope." That NDA that you don't sign because it's a enter box that doesn't even tell you, that isn't even an official NDA. We're enforcing that.
Questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking.
Valve's new game, Deadlock.
My lord, I am come with the Yule Moran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would.
Yeah, it's not in the contract because there's no contract. People getting invited by their friends.
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish. Enter. Well, well. The commander of the Yule Moran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin-Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my
The other part of that journalist thing, just to point it out,
regardless of
you can go to YouTube right now and watch a lot of video gameplay, because guess fucking what?
If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin-Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy. Promptly. One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
What?
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmore before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
I'm sorry, generations of Minfilias?
Ah, of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right, though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Whee! Up we go. Yes, if you're after... Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist after I finish this video. But the illustrated title the Oracle of Light is called. Well, it's intended for younger readers. It gives presentation such as man and the artworks Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located in the level below. Should, I say. For a while, it is a place... oh my god. Have you found the book? Yes, this is the one. Oh boy, it's time to learn. Guys, it's time to get our children's picture book in. Without further ado then. It has been around 100 years ago when the flood of light threatened to swallow Northvan. This was as a savior appeared who haunted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with hair of spun gold and eye of the clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm she became to revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden fled in chase. But 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. When Celia's laid ruin to the kingdom of Oba, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair spun of gold and the eyes clear as sapphire, she was hailed as an oracle reborn and came likewise to be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Norman army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. As like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the self-same eyes, the self-same hair, and those self-same powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought the Sin Eaters as a soldier of Elma, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their value and sacrifice, these women have saved name around on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, we might have never learned the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like medieval warriors. Some perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit of her memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harboured. While some embraced their fate devoted to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin Eaters and all died to keep a hope alive. Can't Minfilia. She was found by the Iranian army some 10 years ago and taken into their care, or rather their custody. She was a prisoner in what name? For by that time, under Lord Parafi's rule, Elmore was already abandoned resistance in favour of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while, we have heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save for an Union's best interest for her to remain under their control. But then 3 years ago, a gallant soul stormed the city and rescued her from the clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we have a good grasp of Amphilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Luca? Outside? Whee! Hey, you! As you have already summarized, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we've not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Helden's emissary to halt the flood of light. It could only be her, but the people of Earth witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we know and her namesakes, the fact these girls do not share memories must surely mean they're not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands, the question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she's been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by.